Minutes on ABC 17 News at noon. Police are investigating after a Mizzou student is arrested for using a social media site to make terrorist threats. We'll have a live update from the MUPD station. And we're following up on threats made to an entire school district in Los Angeles, what we've learned since this morning.
I'm tracking a slight warm-up for the rest of today and a slight rain chance for parts of the area tonight. I'll show you where with Future Track coming up in the first 7 minutes.
ABC 17 News at noon on KMIZ starts now.
An MU student is out of jail after being arrested for making a terrorist threat. Freshman student Nathan Benz was arrested just before 8 o'clock Monday night. Police say he made the threat on the anonymous social media site Yik Yak. ABC 17's Taylor Petras joins us live from the MU Police Department. Taylor, we're still working to find out what the threat actually said.
Yes, Alyssa, right now we don't have too many details of what that threat actually says. Major Brian Weimer tells us they can't release that information because the investigation is ongoing, but he says that they are taking this threat very seriously. Now, Nathan Benz was arrested last night for making some sort of threat on Yik Yak. You'll remember in early November, Hunter Park, a former Missouri S&T student, posted a racially targeted threat on that same site. Park was arrested and charged for posting the threat. MUPD contacted Yik Yak and was able to identify the person behind the anonymous post, and that's exactly what they did in this situation last night. Coming up on ABC 17 News at 5, I'll be talking with MUPD for the latest on the investigation, and I'll also be checking in with the prosecutor's office to see if charges have been filed. In just the last hour, we checked, and the charges were still under review. Reporting live from the MU Police Department, Taylor Petras, ABC 17 News.
Thanks, Taylor. We'll continue to update you on our website, abc17news.com, Facebook, and Twitter pages as we learn more details. A threat against the safety of students and staff forced an entire Los Angeles Unified School District to close today. We first brought this to you as breaking news on ABC 17 News at 9 this morning. Administrators say the district received an electronic threat they're calling credible. The school district's police chief says the threat is still being analyzed, but it was serious enough to keep more than 660,000 kindergarten through 12th grade students at home.
It was not to one school, two schools, or three schools. It was many schools, not specifically identified, but there were many schools. That's the reason I took the action that I did.
The closure also affects some 250,000 adult education programs. We've also learned NYC officials say they received the same threat that closed LA schools, but concluded it was a hoax.
We have varying temperatures across the area this afternoon thanks to a warm front lifting through the area. So some parts of the area are seeing some sunshine, and other areas further to the north still seeing some cloud cover. So that's why we're seeing that around 10-degree temperature change between Macon and Warsaw. Right now in Warsaw, 52 degrees. Versailles at 49, Columbia 44. We're slightly warmer towards the Lake of the Ozarks at 52 degrees. Further north, Moberly and Paris at 42 this afternoon. We'll be warming up today once this back edge of clouds continues to push to the northeast. A little bit more clearing as you head further south of I-70, and that will continue to warm our temperatures for at least one more day. Right now we are clear on ABC 17 Storm Track Live Doppler radar. We do have a warm front to our south. That's going to bring those warmer temperatures in for today, clearing us out. You can see we are seeing sunshine in southwest Missouri this afternoon, so this will continue to push those clouds out, but we are tracking another cold front behind that. That'll start moving in for tonight. That'll bring parts of the area a slight rain chance overnight and keep us cooler for the rest of the work week. I want to show you that with Future Track. Those clouds continue to clear out for the rest of today, but they do move back in tonight. As that cold front approaches, we do have a spotty rain chance mainly after 11 o'clock tonight, but this really ramps up mainly when it gets further east of our area. Some areas to the east of Highway 54 could see a little bit of rain overnight tonight, but that moves out for the morning commute, and we'll be left with more sunshine for your Wednesday and cooler temperatures as we only make it back into the 40s for the afternoon. And winds will be a little bit more gusty tomorrow behind this front. I'll put this into motion for you. We'll see sustained winds between 15 and 20 20 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon, especially as you head further north. But those do start to die down. We'll see gusty winds up to around 25 miles per hour in the afternoon. So your forecast for today, 55 degrees, well above our seasonal average, and we'll continue to see clouds moving out throughout the afternoon. Tonight, pretty mild for this time of year, only falling to 42. We do have that slight rain chance in our southeastern counties. For tomorrow, though, and still somewhat of a nice day. Temperatures a little bit cooler, and we will have mostly sunny skies. There's the ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast. You'll notice a big temperature change once that front finally pulls through. We'll see that cooler air moving in for Thursday and Friday, but the weekend looks a little bit warmer, and we do have a slight rain chance for Sunday. So coming up in my next full forecast in 10 minutes, I'll break down what we can expect over the weekend.
Budget discussions are continuing today in Cole County. Right now, Sheriff Greg White is going before the County Commission to talk about his request for next year's budget. One of White's requests is a salary increase for his deputies. A general discussion of the 2016 budget is following White's request. Next year's budget has to be approved by January 10th. A Missouri bill has just been filed this week that would revoke scholarships for any student athlete who refuses to play. The only exception to the rule would be if the student doesn't play for health reasons. This comes just 1 month after some members of the MU football team boycotted activities to support a grad student on a hunger strike amid racial unrest. Republican Representative Rick Bratton filed the bill, which would also make schools fine coaches that support those actions. We reached out to Bratton, but haven't heard back. University officials, including Mizzou's new coach Barry Odom, have not commented on the proposed bill. We checked with MU Athletics. Their website says scholarships aren't public dollars, but paid through donations to the Tiger Scholarship Fund. In the last 90 minutes, we have learned more about the driver who was trapped inside a car early this morning. It happened around 6:45, about 10 minutes east of Columbia on I-70 westbound near mile marker 135. The Highway Patrol says a 48-year-old man from Warrenton went off the side of the road, hit a sign, and overturned. He was taken to University Hospital in an ambulance in serious condition. The exact cause of the crash is still unknown. In a crime alert this afternoon, deputies are still looking for the suspect in a Boone County stabbing, but they do tell us they know the suspect they're looking for, although his name is not being released. It happened early yesterday evening on Mahler Road, which is just north of Columbia. The Sheriff's Department tells us the suspect stabbed a man who is now dating his ex-girlfriend. The victim's injuries are non-life-threatening. The search is also on for a man accused of a kidnapping in Osage County. Deputies in Franklin County say they're trying to find Matthew Lackey. He allegedly broke into a shed and a home, stealing some guns from the latter. We told you in October, a woman claimed Lackey was part of a group of men that kidnapped her. At the time, Osage County Sheriff Michael Dixon told ABC 17 News that they couldn't pursue charges due to conflicting statements from the victim. And a former state official is now running for office in Boone County. Brianna Lennon, a Democrat, says she will run for Boone County Southern District Commissioner next year. Lennon is a graduate from the Mizzou Law School and has worked in the Attorney General and Secretary of State offices. Republican candidates are preparing for tonight's debate. Coming up, we'll tell you why this particular debate is so critical.